Good day to my lecturer and my fellow audience. Today we'll be presenting our PRG4205 ERP programming group project. The group members consist of me, Jason Lim, Vincent Fang, Fang Tianyu, and also Zhou Xiangyu. So to start us off, we'll be presenting about the sales process and also showing how we did it using Odoo. So for if a customer is interested in buying our products, we need to send them a quotation. We can achieve this by going to the sales in Odoo and then click on create new quotation. It will bring us to the page below, like on the left, and then you have to type in your customer. Odoo will find the customer that is already inside the system. Then the expiration date will automatically be 1 month from this date. Then you go on to add a product. After you select a product, the description will come out along with the lead time, unit price, tax, and also total price. Then you can manually change the quantity, or else Odoo will automatically set it as 1. After the quotation is generated, you can click send by email, which will pop up the screen on the left for you to send the quotation to your customer. The email is already automatically filled for you, and you can change the text if you want, but the automatic text is this. After that, you click on send and the quotation along with the text will be sent to your customer. Moving on, if after the customer sees the quotation and agreed on buying the company's product, we can click on confirm and the quotation will be turned into a sales order. And as you can see, the quotation is already turned to sales order with a sales order example in the right hand side. After the quotation has been generated to a sales order, a delivery button will pop up. You can click on it and it will show the delivery order. You can see the scheduled date, the deadline, and also the product and the demand inside the delivery order. After that, we go on to validate the delivery, and a SMS will be sent to the customers informing them that their order has been shipped. The sales team then proceeds with printing the delivery slip for verification and documentation. As you can see in the sales order, the delivery will show the quantity of products delivered. This is because if there are multiple deliveries to the same customer, it will show how many had already been delivered to know how much more is needed to be delivered to the customer. After complete validating the delivery, we can go back to the sales order where it will let us to create an invoice on the top right button, which has a create invoice. Then we choose which type of invoice we want. For this example, we will be using regular invoice. Then the sales order will automatically be generated into an invoice with customer automatically entered payment terms, delivery date, and also the product quantity, price, tax exclusion, and also the total amount. As you can see on the right, this is what it shows after you confirm the invoice. After that, you click on the send and print, and it will generate the photos such as the bottom left. It will send the invoice and also text to the customer. After you click send and print, it will show that the invoice has been sent to the customer on the right. After you send the invoice, the customer will make the payment. After receiving the payment, you can click on the register payment, which will pop up the screen like the photo on the left. You can manually change the journal amount, payment date, But if you don't, it will just be on the default settings. Then you click create payment, which will then show the invoice is in payment, meaning the payment has been done. And this marks the end of the sales flow using Odoo.
So, hello sir, I'm Fang Tianyu, and now I'm going to present the purchase process for our Odoo assignment. So, for the purchase process, it starts with a purchase requisition to identify what's needed, ensuring smooth material flow and avoiding overstock or shortage. Then a request for quotation is sent to multiple vendors. And this page is about the request of quotation sent. After receiving their quotation, the company compares them based on price, quantity, and quality to choose the best vendor. For example, in this page, there's two vendors' quotations. The company then compares the quotations with a series of requirements such as price, quantity, and quality to determine which vendor is best fit for the company. Once the company decides on the vendor, the process moves to issuing a purchase order. Upon receipt of the goods, company verifies their condition against the delivery slip. If the goods are in good condition, the process continues with the vendor's bill and payment. This page is about the delivery slip. It shows the vendor address and the company warehouse address and other delivery information like the product name and the quantity for ordered and delivered. Then this page is about the vendor's bill and payment. If the goods quality is good, the company will pay for the vendor. You can see in this picture the total payment amount is 3,450 ringgit and the bill is already in payment. In Odoo, a blanket order is a long-term agreement between a company and a vendor for the regular delivery of products. Blanket orders are particularly useful when a company frequently purchases the same product from the same vendor or needs to buy products in varying quantities or at different times. This slide outlines blanket order BO02, a purchase agreement between buyer and vendor. The agreement covers 5 units of customizable white desks at 50 ringgit per unit with a total order quantity of 7 units. Valid until 17 o'clock on April 3, 2025. This ringgit denominated contract was initiated through request for quotation P033 on April 3rd. And this is the request for quotation P033 information. It shows the shipping address and the ordered product description, expected date, and quantity. This purchase order P033 confirms the transaction between buyer and vendor for 5 units of customizable white desk at 50 ringgit per unit, totaling 287.5 ringgit. Key dates include order confirmation on April 3, 2025, with expected arrival the same day, and it linked it to blanket order BO02. It is a create operation step, and in this picture you can see creating a 10-minute assembly operation for white desk on assembly line 1. And this is the picking operation step. You can see in this step it shows the picking 5 unit of white desk from warehouse for order P033. This is the quality check step and it's the last step for the purchase process. This quality inspection confirms the white customizable desk passed our test on April 3, 2025, and for the key detail, it shows the inspector name, test date, and you can see in the note the inspector write is the quality is good.
Okay, now I will explain the financial part of the company. We start from the balance sheet. This document provides a clear picture of our financial standing, what we own, what we owe, and the net value of the business. We have 14,688 in cash and bank balances, which reflect strong liquidity. However, total current assets show a deficit of 9,981 minus primarily due to adjustment in receivable and prepayments. Our fixed assets, valued at 4,657, represent our long-term investment in other resources. On the liability side, we currently show a net negative liability position of minus 194, which suggests overpayments or credit with suppliers. This is unusual and warrants further review to ensure currency. On the equity side, remains robust at 4,851. 4,851 with the majority stemming from retained earnings accumulated over previous year. This year earnings contribute an additional 107 and 60 cent, reinforcing our financial stability. So now I will explain the profit and loss statement. Let's start with the final result. The net profit for 2025 is 107 and 60 cent. This is the amount the business has earned after deducting all its expenses from its income. In income section, total income stands at 1,031 and 50 cent. This income is entirely generated from operating income, which means the core business activities were the sole contributors to the revenue. And then there is no cost of revenue or other income recorded in this period. So the total gross profit is also 1,031 and 50 cent. Moving on to the expenses. The total expenses recorded for the year amount to 923 and 90 cent. These expenses include operational costs, but no depreciation was recorded for this year. So profit and loss statement shows that the business is running with a profit margin, though quite minimal. It indicates positive cash flow from operation, but also suggests room for improvement in increasing revenue or managing costs more effectively. So the last one in the financial part is the cash flow statement. We began the month with 14,741 and 30 cent in cash and cash equivalents. Now take a look closer to the cash inflows and outflows. This section shows how much cash was generated or used through normal business operations. Cash inflow. Advance payment received from customer total 141 and 14 cents. General cash received from the operating activities added another 1,151 and 73 cents. And the cash outflow, advance payment made to supplier amount 705 and 71 cents. Cash paid for other operating activities total 613 and 66 cents. So the net cash from operating activities show a positive impact, meaning more cash came in than went out. Under classified activities, there was a cash inflow of about 172 and 76 cents and an outflow of 92 and 5 cents. After all cash movement, the business ended April 2025 with a closing cash balance about 14,795 and 52 cents. This reflects a slight increase from the beginning balance, showing a healthy liquidity position. So the company is managing the cash flow very well with enough inflow to cover expenses and maintain a strong cash position.
I'm going to present products and the manufacturing parts. A BOM can be created either from the products BOM or the bill of materials menu. Under products, each BOM includes details such as product quantity to manufacture type of BOM components with either required quantities, and operation was assigned work centers. In this example, the product goes through one work center, which is a assembly line for assembling the cabinet with doors. It takes 10 minutes to finish the operation. This is lead time information. The customer lead time refers to the time between once a customer places order until the product is shipped. For example, it is estimated to take 15 days for a customer order to be shipped. Lead time includes the manufacture and delivery process. This is manufacturer order completion report. According to this report, we can get product name, availability, lead time, routes or sources, and costs from this report. This MPS report illustrates the forecasted demand. This column shows the predicted demand for the product in each week. Suggested replenishment. This is the recommended quantity to replenish the stock based on the demand and the inventory levels. Forecasted stock. This column shows the expected inventory for each product over the weeks. Weekly overview. This column for each week shows the demand, suggested replenishment, and forecasted stock for each product for the specific week. The MPS report recommends replenishing stock for the table leg and the table kit by 10 units in week 14. For desk combination, the same replenishment quantities is suggested. The forecasted stock for this product appears constant across all weeks. The quantities are sufficient, indicating there are no significant changes expected for these items in the near future. The green seal indicates suggested replenishments, while the gray seal shows weeks with no expected changes or action. This is a workflow for the assembly process in shop floor setting. The overview of the information includes work order ID, assigned employee, time tracking. If the production was completed, then the production can be closed. The shop floor management module in Odoo is part of the manufacturing module and pertains to the actual manufacturing process that takes place on the shop floor. The information of this work order includes a workload ID, assigned work center, start date, end date, product. The table shows the time tracking for different tasks. This data is useful for tracking how long each part of the assembly process takes and monitor employee performance under specific conditions. This is expired order. In this order, we can check the MO reference, products, quantity, bill of material, scheduled date, end date, component expiry date, and responsible person.